This isn't about GM. It's about what if GM's making some changes, if they're doing some things different with everything that they've been through, what do I need to know? What's going to be happening? And here's the fact. We are getting ready to be in the longest time of expansion, the longest time of an increase in the stock market as it bounces through in history of when it's been measured. Oftentimes people ask me, well, how long do you think this is going to continue? What do you think about this particular stock? Or what do you think about this thing that's happening with politics? And not to be disrespectful, but the real question I hope that you're asking, and I think people are, is when all of these variables, all of these things change, and all of these things happen, the real question is, what does that have to do with me? What does that have to do with my own plan? What does that have to do with my own portfolio? How does it affect me? How does it affect the feeling that I currently have of, gosh, I feel good about the plan, I feel good about this strategy, I feel like we're able to weather the storm of time, of changes, all of those things. Questions I like to ask, historically we would talk about, well, what's the return on investment? How much are we going to get from it? In retirement, the question should be reliability of income. The new ROI is reliability of income. How reliable is your income going to be able to sustain what's changing and what will continue to change? My grandfather always said, the only thing that we can count on for sure is change. Things are going to continue to change. Another question you should be asking in your own portfolio is, how much of my portion of my income is guaranteed? How much of it is protected? If things terrible happen, how much income am I still going to have? And finally, oftentimes we look at projections that people have that are based on statistical applications, Monte Carlo and other statistical method of predicting what's going to be happening. Being an engineer, for me, what's the bottom line? I don't want to look at statistics because statistics, there's an old saying, figures don't lie, liars figure. I want to know, what is my bottom line? What's guaranteed? What's not guaranteed? And then we can kind of start talking about probabilities. Here's the thing with uncertainty. You can't get rid of the uncertainty in the economy or in the geopolitical, all of those things that people spend so much time talking about. I would guess with good intention. You can, however, get rid of a lot of uncertainty in your own retirement plan. So let's get real specific. What does this have to do with me? What does this have to do with you? What could I be doing? What should I be doing? These are the questions that you should be asking. Another way to break it down is needs versus wants. You being able to feel a freedom in retirement, you want to have a plan that meets all of your needs, regardless of any other contributing factor. You know that all of your needs are going to be met. And then your wants, by definition, your wants are going to be those other things that you have, that you want to be able to do, the traveling, the buying new stuff that you don't necessarily need. Of course, you should be able to enjoy those things. You've spent a lifetime saving to be able to enjoy those. You should be able to do those. Then, in addition, what we're going to do for you, if you do talk to us, if you want to talk to us, you don't have to, do whatever you want. Take these questions that I've asked, take them to your financial professional, whatever you want. If you would like to talk to us, you can. We can do an income stress test. It's a bonus where we can help you determine where you're at from an income standpoint. If this happens, if that happens, if that happens, and that happens, and that happens, how's that going to leave me? How's that going to leave my income and my needs versus my wants? In closing here, it's difficult with finances because you think, I put money in the bank, I put money in the savings, then I have money, then I use it when I want to. But with the markets, the economy, all of those things that are changing, interest rates going up, it's complex. And feeling like you should know everything, I think you may be putting a little too much pressure on yourself. Finally, if it's not worth sharing, it's not worth sending. It's not worth reading, it's not worth watching. Let me know if this is worth sharing. This is why we're doing it, to give you the ammunition to ask fantastic questions. We try to do it in a concise manner that's enjoyable, that you're able to listen, able to understand, and able to be a benefit from it. My name is George Wells. Until we meet again.